Hi, this is Sarina of TriniGourmet, and my Rani good idea is a Diwali-inspired chip and dip spread. I'll be making 4 dips today to go along with my Cumin-Toasted flatbread chips, a tomato choka, a coconut chutney, a green pea chutney, and a chunky dal. So, a teaspoon of oil. And to that I'm adding my curry powder, my cumin, and some lime juice, just to give a little extra zing to the backbone of the dal. We're heating this up just for a few minutes, just until it starts to become aromatic. Now I'm putting in my hot pepper, salt and ginger. Yeah, so we've got a nice sizzle going on here with the curry, the spices, a little bit of that ginger. It's really getting aromatic, getting a lot of flavor coming out of these spices. And to that I'm going to be adding some chopped pumpkin and carrot. This is going to add richness, color, depth of flavor to the dal. So now I'm going to put my yellow split pea dal. I have a cup here that was soaking in some water. You want to make sure that the spices are evenly distributed through the dish, and you want to make sure that it touches every surface of the ingredients, because this is the only seasoning and time that we're going to be adding flavor and depth of spices to the pot. Okay, so to my pot, I'm now adding 8 cups of water. Bring it up to a boil, cover it, and then let it simmer for 45 minutes. So now I'm ready to blend the dal. When you're blending hot liquids, you want to be very sure that you leave the cover off of the lid so that it doesn't explode. You're going to end up with a huge mess if you don't do this. So what I do is I take the little top off of the lid and then I fold a kitchen towel and cover it. The last step to complete the dal is to toast jeera or cumin seeds in mustard oil. It just gives it that extra kick. So now we're on to the green pea chutney. This is very simple. It's very quick to put together. It doesn't involve any cooking. Everything is just, pile it in the blender or the food processor. I'm using my trusty osterizer here. And you just whip it up. So here we have some green peas and all my spices and other flavors here. So we've got desiccated coconut. You do want the sweetened kind. Cumin seeds, some little extra sugar, some chopped up Scotch bonnet pepper here for heat. We're getting a little bit of sweet and savory happening here, and of course some shadow benny. And bringing it all together is some lime juice for tartness. You always want a little acidity, it helps to bring out the flavors. And now I'm going to just pulse it along with some extra water. And that's pretty much it. You don't have to do anything else. My next dip is a coconut chutney. I love this one. It always gets rave reviews whenever I make it for company. I already have 1 small onion chopped up in my little food processor. And in here I have desiccated coconut, a lot of it. I also have about an equal amount of shadow benny, some Scotch bonnet pepper, and salt and pepper are also in here. And there's some ginger hiding at the bottom. Now since this is a smaller capacity food processor, I'm just going to do it in batches, but you get the idea. If you have a bigger one, you can just put everything in all at once. So here I have my salt and pepper. I have some amchur powder as well, just for a little bitterness. Balances out the sweet of the coconut. And some lime juice and vinegar. So now we're going to get a start on the tomato choka. First things first, the tomatoes are washed. They're ready to go into a 450-degree oven for 10 minutes. Perfect. So the tomatoes have roasted. As you can see, they've split the skin. We're just going to leave it for another 10 minutes to cool, and then we'll peel the skin and move on to the next step. Our tomatoes have cooled, and now it's time to remove the skins. This is extremely simple if you've roasted them. As you can see, all I have to do is just rub them lightly and the skins have come off. So now that our tomatoes have been peeled, we're ready to continue with the choka. I already have a tablespoon of mustard oil in a medium hot pan, and I'm going to add a chopped onion and 3 cloves of chopped garlic and some Scotch bonnet pepper, just a little touch for heat to that. I can smell the garlic and the onion right now. It smells so good. So I'm going to add my tomatoes. I'm going to use my masher just to crush them. So now that I've mashed it to liquefy the tomato, but not so much that I've removed all the chunks, because we do want some texture. And I'm going to leave it to cook on medium-low for about 10 minutes just to heat everything through and to get all the flavors melded together. So now it's time for our Rani flatbread chips. I'm going to be toasting them with cumin, so they're cumin spiced toasted Rani flatbread chips. Unfortunately, I have coconut and wheat combination that we'll be working with today. So now I have a bowl here that has some curry powder, some amchur, black pepper and some salt. And that's going to be the foundation of my cumin toasted flatbread chips. And then I'm going to take 2 tablespoons of mustard oil and drizzle them. So now that this is complete, we're going to spread it onto a baking sheet and put it into a 375-degree oven for 10 minutes.